Hello there, I am Steve, and welcome to unboxing my Star Wars collection. This tote looks quite interesting. In addition to some Pez dispensers, promotional cups, and a few figures, this thing includes some play sets from the 1990s that I think are going to be fun to take a look at. This is episode 48. The Power of the Force playsets, creatures, and other stuff. I am going to enjoy finding out what's in this tote. I see some very interesting things in here. If you look around the outside, like I said, there are some Power of the Force items in here. There's also a few books, and I even think there is some buttons in this thing. So, I think it is time to find out what is in here and see if there's any surprises. Before I open it though, I just want to remind you once again to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos, to like the video if you do like it, and to comment on what you see in here that you like. Are you ready to begin? Let's do this. Okay, well, right at the top, oh, you're gonna love this. How many of you remember these? I have got stickers. A whole bunch of stickers. Of course, we've got Jar Jar. You gotta have Jar Jar stickers. But he's not the only one. We also have Queen Amidala, and we have Darth Maul. So I guess you could say all of these stickers came from the first of the prequel movies, which happened to be, yes, that's right, The Phantom Menace. I don't quite remember where I got these from. I might have got them from the premiere down in the Twin Cities when I went to there. They might have had these down there and they had a bunch of extra ones. So I was able to take them along with me, which is kind of neat. Let's see, next we have the 1999 Star Wars calendar. This is the Darth Vader reveals Anakin Skywalker. So of course this would be a little later than the other ones. Got some very nice pictures in here, as you can see. Won't go through them all, but just to show you a little bit of the sampling. I also like the calendar itself. It's got kind of that Star Wars crawl that you see at the beginning of the movies. So, 1999 Star Wars calendar. And here we have, this is an interesting book. It's a little magazine called Video Watchdog, a perfectionist guide to fantastic video. This is from 1994. The early months of 1994. Paid $5.50 for it, and it looks like it has not only Star Wars in it. This has got quite a bit of different stuff. But how do you like the centerfold of this one? Does have some Star Wars articles in here. Some of the classic photos. We even got a good one of Carrie Fisher between the scenes. The whole magazine is black and white, so nothing too special there. All kinds of things, and of course I picked it up because it dealt with Star Wars, had Star Wars articles in it. Got an envelope for the Star Wars Insider. Let's see, oh, here we go. We've got another calendar. This is 1998, the date book calendar. Trilogy Special Edition. So I'm sure this one looks like it's highlighting some of the different scenes from the special edition movies. Just show you a couple of them here. And this is a weekly calendar. As you can see, we only have a week's worth of time on here at a time. Monday through Saturday, Sundays kind of grouped together. But yeah, you can kind of see some of the special edition changes that they made to the movies. So, 1998 date book calendar. What's next here? Oh, Star Wars Insider invite to join the magazine. Nothing too special with that. Oh, we got a couple books here. Oh, remember last video? We had some of these little books. This time we've got the Star Wars Trilogy scrapbook, the Galactic Empire. And there again, lots of different pictures that you can enjoy while you're looking through it. A little bit of writing to go along with it. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to start going through some of these books again and find out what they're about. I don't remember going through them. So it's been a while. We also have the Star Wars Trilogy scrapbook, The Rebel Alliance. So there again, I'm sure it's going to be just like the Galactic Empire, but this time we're dealing with the rebels, the good guys. Unless you're a part of the Empire, then these are the bad guys, of course. But some very nice pictures in these magazines. I do enjoy these type of magazines. These were both made by Scholastic, and I think they're very nicely done. The covers even have a little bit of that 3D feel to them, where it's embossed in there a little bit. Let's see, it looks like we have a few school folders here. We have Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Yoda, and the Stormtroopers. So, getting a little random here. Now this is cool. I had forgotten that I have this. This is the Star Wars Encyclopedia by Stephen J. Sansweet. And it has an introduction by Timothy Zahn. And this particular book was printed in 1998. So, a lot of pages. This is a thick book. Heck, this one's got over 350 pages. And it is one of those books where it's basically a dictionary. So it lists all kinds of different things here. And you can find out if there's pictures of them. They have pictures. But you get a nice explanation of the different things from the Star Wars universe. You can spend a little bit of time reading this one. Got another book in here. And got a sticker on here saying Super Buy. It's the Star Wars role-playing game. The second edition by Bill Smith. And inside, of course, if you do any role-playing, you kind of know how this works. We've got all kinds of information about damage and healing and strength and movement and space travel and all kinds of different things. It's got some nice artwork in it. Even has a couple pages that are in color. But you know, I must have found a place that really had a good, they must have been closing out on them. Because not only do I have one of these, not only do I have two of these, or three, or four, for some reason, I have 5 of these. As you know, I usually don't buy more than one of something unless I really liked it. I have a feeling the reason I have 5 is I was going to try to get my friends to play this way back then. And to tell you the truth, that did not happen. They kind of went into my collection and disappeared. These books came out in 1992. So, I think the game has probably changed a little bit since then. I'm just guessing. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, we're going to save the Power of the Force stuff till later. Okay, we have got a bag of buttons. Lots and lots of ones. You remember the last week's video? We had some buttons in that tote too. I think I'm going to have to start jogging things around a little bit and start consolidating some of this stuff. But these look like character buttons, except for 2 that have to do with Star Wars Episode 1. And this is 2 buttons that came out when the Phantom Menace came out on video. So we've got one featuring Queen Amidala and one featuring 4 of the good guys from the movie. So yeah, a couple nice little buttons there to add to the collection. I'm sure I don't know if you could buy these in stores or how in the world I got them, but I got them. That's all that matters, of course. Okay, the rest of these buttons, we're going to start with this one. We have Star Wars Return of the Jedi. plain and simple. And then the rest of them are characters. So we've got a Gamorrean guard, and then we have, well, Jabba the Hutt, Max Rebo, Yoda, gotta have Yoda, you know, Chewbacca, kind of a nice picture of Chewbacca, C-3PO and R2-D2. We have one of the Imperial Guards. And of course, got to have Darth Vader. And last but not least, we have the crew from the end of Return of the Jedi on the planet Endor. So a nice little collection of buttons there. We've got 10 of them that are in the round button series and 2 of the square ones from the other thing here. We also have some Taco Bell cups here. This is from the Star Wars trilogy, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but they're kind of 3D action looks. Let's see if I can move this around and if you can see a little bit. Each cup has pretty much 3 parts to it. It got the title, and then a couple scenes. Well, I shouldn't say a couple scenes, one scene, because one of them is Taco Bell. So this one has Luke Skywalker training on the Millennium Falcon. This one has Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker battling it out. And this one shows some of the starships flying around during one of the space battles. So, yeah, kind of neat little things. This one's from the Empire Strikes Back. Well, it says Empire Strikes Back. It also says Return of the Jedi when you tilt it far enough. Looks like they both say Revenge. Yep, they all say Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, and that just says Star Wars in the middle. So that must represent the New Hope. Anyway, we got 3 of those. We got the covers for them, so that's good. Now, let's go to the Pez dispensers, because we have quite a few of those little buggers. Okay, let's start with the Stormtroopers. Yes, I have Stormtrooper Pez dispensers. And I would say these are all from the 1990s because everything else in here has pretty much been from that stage. So we've got Stormtroopers. And if you're going to have Stormtroopers, you got to have Darth Vader, right? So there's Darth Vader in all his glory. We have C-3PO. Chewbacca. And Yoda. And if you remember last week, we had a Yoda one too. But if I remember right, the head was probably very similar to it, but the container here was, I think, white, if I remember right. Those are not the only ones I've got. I still have some in the package here. We have a Boba Fett Pez dispenser. We have a Luke Skywalker Rebel Pilot. We have Ewok. In fact, it's Wicket, the Ewok. And we have Princess Leia. So yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different Pez dispensers here. And I have a feeling that there has been a lot more made since then. By the way, in case you're curious, it looks like these were about $1.29 a piece when I bought them. I don't think I'm going to eat the Pez anymore, not if they're that old. In fact, they're probably pretty hard. The date on this is April 30th, 1999. So, yeah, as far as the food part of it goes, it's going to stay there. All right, now, we've got some white boxes here. And these white boxes represent special mail-in action figures that you could send for. And it looks like I have 3 of this one, and 2 of this one, and 2 of this one, which I did seems to take one out of here already. So somewhere in all these boxes I have that are around all over, I have a second one of these. But what do we have in here? Let's get the pocket knife out and check it out. Okay, in this one, I have a feeling I know who this one is. Yes, I have Ola and Silicious Crumb. This was a mail-in order. You had a, I forget exactly what you had to do. I think you probably had to cut the little tabs or the little markers off the back of the action figures and send in for this. But I do have 2 of these. I do remember that. I think it was the only way to get this figure, or these figures at that time. So it's kind of neat to have that. And this one, let's open it up once and find out. Just make sure. Yep, numbers are the same. So I do have 2 of this one. And this one happens to be empty. Oh, I already cut the other end open. This one happened to be one of the players from the cantina. We'll open this one up just to take a look. Yeah, there it is. Yep. There we go. One of the players from the cantina. And we actually have a variety of instruments to go with it. So not too bad. You can get a few of these and then get enough of them and you can put your own band together because you've got quite a few instruments here. And what's in the third box here that I've got 3 of? Well, that one I know, because I did open a box at one time and I remember what was in here. Here we have one of the monks from The Empire Strikes Back from Jabba's palace. This is one of the few action figures that you had to put together yourself because in order to get in the box there, they couldn't have it all together. But basically you have the body. So we'd have the body and the head piece where the brain is. And by the way, that does move a little bit, I thought. These parts that you see here, that is what you would put the legs on. So you'd have all these legs and they basically just snap into place. Let's take them all out. We'll put it together quick for you. And then we have one more piece, and that is the little claw piece. And that, I believe, goes right here. There we go. So there we have it. We have one of the Boromir monks, if that's how you say it, with the 6 legs. Yeah, let's get this out of the way here. With the 6 legs and his head canister, and maybe I got it upside down right now. Anyway, there we go. So we got 3 of those. 2 of them are unopened. So we'll put that back in the box here and move those off to the side so we can take a look at the next thing. Okay. You know what? We're now at the moment we've all been waiting for. We are going to see what I have here from the Power of the Force playsets and creatures. And I tell you what, we're going to start with this one, because this one actually came with the Han Solo action figure and also with Jabba the Hutt. With this particular figure, and I have not opened it, of course, but if you look on the back here, it says the tail thrashes when Jabba's head is turned. So kind of an interesting package. I like the packaging of these because it also shows you some of the other vehicles you can buy, some of the other action figures you can buy. Gives you a little file here about Jabba the Hutt. As you can see, they've got the same picture on the top and bottom, pretty much on the sides here too. So they could have maybe done a little more with the advertising on it, but overall not bad. I do like it. So we have Jabba the Hutt here. This is from the special Star Wars Trilogy edition. So yeah, I think that was only available for that short time back then. This is from 1997. What else do we have? Well, remember, we're talking special editions, so of course, we've got the Ronto with the Jawa. So there you can see the Jawa. And there again, we've got the picture of the Jawa saddled in there. Top of the box shows you a couple different things, just like the bottom of the box does. The two sides are basically the same picture. And what does it say? You can make the Ronto rear back to buck off the Jawa. So that would be kind of fun, as you can probably see in the picture there. You can actually throw the Jawa off the back of it. That's what happened in the movie, you know. There's the scene that kind of proves it. So yeah, we've got the Jawa and the Ronto from the special edition. One more from the special edition, and this time it's the Dewback and Sand Trooper. Dewback and Sand Trooper. I like these because you got a special action figure along with them. And this Sand Trooper is pretty sandy. He's kind of brownish in color. You can tell he's been out in the desert for a while. Here again, the head raises and the jaw chomps when the tail is moved to the side. Same type of packaging, same pictures, so forth and so on. We do have the file on the back here for the Dewback. So a nice little action figure there again. So there are the three creatures, if you want to call them that. I don't know if we want to consider Jabba a creature or not. But three creatures along with three action figures from the special editions. What else do we have here? Well, here now I think we're getting to some closeouts. I think I got to a store just at the right time to get these next three items. The first one here is the Detention Block Rescue. There again, nicely packaged, nice, colorful, catches your eye when you drive by, or when you walk by, sorry. It's Imperial Stormtroopers are in close pursuit as our heroes attempt a daring rescue to save Princess Leia from the Death Star's detention block. It has an opening trash chute for an escape hatch. It has pivoting wall-mounted blasters, and slide the cell door open to rescue the princess. So yeah, kind of a nice little set there. It does not come with action figures. It just comes as the play set for the detention center. So not too bad here. Now, remember I said that this was kind of a cheap? I got it on sale. Well, it was on sale for $6.99. I picked this up for $1.49. Yes, I got this whole thing for $1.50. What can you even find for anything with Star Wars for $1.50 these days? I don't even think you could get a button for $1.50, to tell you the truth. So there we go. The next thing I have here is the Star Wars Escape, where Princess Leia and Luke have to fly across the chasm. So as you can see on the back there, it's kind of a nice little setup. Once again, you have to get your own action figures. It does not come with any. But you could recreate that movie scene, which I bet you was fun for the kids back then. Once again, it was $6.99. Picked this one also up for $1.49. So if I would have known then what I know now, I should have picked them all up, but maybe there was only one left. And you know me, I pretty much just collect one of things. Unless something really catches my fancy, then I'll maybe collect two. Or like the monk there, I got three of those. The last thing in the box here is the Endor Attack with swinging tree branch and rock launchers. So you could recreate your own Battle of Endor with what you've got in this box here. Once again, it's just the play set. Does not have action figures. This one I did not get for $1.49 because this one was regularly $9.99. Can you imagine that? A regular price of $9.99. I picked this one up on sale for $2.99. Now just think of it. I got all three of these play sets for less than the cost of one current vintage series action figure. Wouldn't you love to have that type of prices again come out in the markets? But there we have it. That ends what we have in this tote. It is now empty. So what do you think? What do you think of all this stuff in this one? I really liked finding these Power of the Force play sets and figures. They are cool. I really like them. Which one is your favorite? Leave a comment below and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We're getting very close to that 300 subscriber mark. Maybe with this video, we can hit that point. And of course, don't forget to like the video, especially if you like this stuff, okay? So, until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep collecting!